Check 1 2 1 2. Is this the mic? I think so. It's this I don't think something's working right. Lord, I should have checked all this before I. Yeah, that's not it. All right, here we go. This is the mic. There we go. Got the right mic up there now. All right, guys. So where we left off, Duke was at a score of 70 and Carolina's at 71. So now we'll want to take and go and check on our teams and see who is going to look like is going to take the lead this year. It'll be interesting because we've got, this is season number 7. We're doing 10 seasons. So we got 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 4 more seasons to play out. And I don't know who's going to win. It's real close right now. This year, I might give Duke a slight edge, but there are holes in both rosters that we'll get to right now. Starting with the Carolina roster. So the hole in the Carolina roster here is we don't have a whole lot of guard play. If you look right here, you'll see we got out of our top, what's this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are bigs. That's not good. We got 2 guards here, which is going to be our point guard and our shooting guard. As point guard, this is that guy we recruited from the state of Kansas that one year. Looked like he was a really good scorer. He hasn't really played a lot. He's just been riding the bench for 4 years, but he's going to have to be our primary scorer from the perimeter. So, as well as our lead guy at the point. We got this guy right here. I mean, he's a decent player. He can provide some scoring. But and guess who's really going to have to lead this team this year? He's really going to have to do it. Let's go over our freshmen. Because we got some good ones finally here at Carolina. So, small forward from Charlotte here that we got last season, number 31 player. He's an 82 overall to start. And it's crazy because we're going to need him to start. Just because we don't have, again, many good perimeter players. But he's one of them. D potential, but he's starting out at an 82. So we'll see how he does. Then we got 3 freshmen outside of him. We have 4 freshmen outside of him that we recruited. This guy right here, Smalls, he had the A- consistency coming out of high school, and I think he's going to end up being a really, really good player. Hopefully he'll start next year, but there's so many good bigs that we have. He might start next year, or he'll at least be the first big off the bench. But I'm hoping he levels up to where he can start, but he probably won't. Would be nice if he could, but looks like he's going to end up being a good player, like that A+ potential, 7 foot. And we got these 2 guys right here that we're going to redshirt. So we got a shooter here at point. Then here I like his consistency. He's probably going to be the point guard. I'll move this other guy to shooting guard. That's probably how their time at Carolina will work out together. And our last guy, this will be our first guy off the bench. Carolina finally got a prize prospect, number 2 overall in this sim. It's good because we needed him. He's going to be our first guard off the bench. Good shot off the dribble, but his other shootings, so the mid-range and the three-point aren't that good. Shot in traffic's all right, but close is good, and his layup's good. Has a B+ consistency, so hoping he can provide something off the bench. Take a look at the rotation real quick. This is what it's looking like. Mascoli. Or Maskell, he's that freshman small forward I was telling you guys about. Now they was playing because they tried to get him number 23. We're not doing that. Not for this guy. But he's gonna have to start. What I decided to do was to just bring his minutes down because he's gonna start, and then these other guys here. Let's take his time now. So these other guys here, let them kind of fill in for the space that he wouldn't be there. Because He doesn't have a lot of game experience, so having him in there for long stretches, it's not going to be good. But again, off the bench for him, we don't have a lot of game experience either. So it's going to be a really interesting season for Carolina. See how that works out. Sliders pretty much kept the same. Yeah, pretty much kept the same. I don't see any reason to change it. Let's bring this down some. Yeah, let's bring this down some. Outside of that, I want to keep everything the same. Outside of that. So let's look at Duke's roster, see the holes in it, because there is a hole. And the hole is, if you'll remember Hannon here, he was a shooting guard. Had to move him to point guard. We do not have, let's go ahead and look at the rotation. We do not have a true point guard starting. Luckily, we were able to get this guy right here, the #1 overall player, to come in. He'll be the backup point guard, but if we didn't have him, we wouldn't have a backup point guard until we got to Shepard here. And he's lower than an 83. We also had another really good freshman point guard here. But really worried about the guard spot there at Duke, the point guard spot. Everywhere else, Duke is pretty well rounded, so let's go ahead and look at it from the rotations. Brazel is a knockdown 3-point shooter, and I'm going to be looking for him to take and make the three. Same thing with Hannon, so I'm really going to be playing 2 combo guards because they've got the same handle and passing, really. Then here, if we go to Sanongo, his stamina is a 97, which is crazy. So that's why I got him playing 38 minutes. Consistency isn't too good. He can shoot from close, a little bit from mid-range, a little bit from 3. He's going to be one of my 2 primary scorers. I think I want to edit him a little bit. Make him score the ball just a little bit more. He's going to be one of the 2 primary scorers. And we'll take a look at the other one right here. It's going to be Saunders. So he was #1 the year before. And if you look at him, 84 consistency, 92 close, 89 shot in traffic, 83 shot off dribble. Really good player. Just really good player. Offensive and defensive rebounding machine. Wish his stamina was better. Really do, but is what it is. Trying to think. Do I want him to play more minutes? I think I do. Let's do it like that. In step, he's going to be a reliable bucket at the rim. Just want him to take his close shots. But we do got some guys off the bench. So we got guard, wing, big here, like we like to have. His first 3. And I got it at 9 here, but I think it's going to change from 9. Now, Duke, I got them at a 4 out because Saunders can kind of stretch. So I think that's what I want to leave it at. He's also a pretty versatile defender as well, so I'm good with this secondary defense. I think I want to play a little faster. Because I think we're going to have to play faster. Alright. And let's look at the freshmen for Duke. See who's coming in here. And they had 3, right? Yeah, 3. So Shepard is a red shirt from last year. He was a point guard, but we got Rasmussen here. Will be the first guard off the bench. Really fast. Good defender. A little bit of a shooter. I can get to the bucket a little bit. We'll see what he grows into, Pauls. This guy right here, more of a shooter, like his consistency. Then here's that guy that we're going to try to bring into that stretch 4 role. His 3 is not good enough for that, but I like his skill, his handle, and his pass. So hopefully that'll transition into it for him, into that position. Now his 3-point shot isn't good, but he does have a good shot off the dribble. So he will be a reliable 4-out guy. Right. So let me see. don't know if anybody said anything in chat. Let me pull up the shots. Position. Now his 3-point. Nah, nobody said nothing. It's cool though. So now we're gonna go to the recruiting. See what it's gonna look like for Duke this year. So we got 4 scholarships. We got 4, and I'm definitely trying to sign this center. I want to sign this center above all else. I want to sign this center. We're gonna need a big, so I'm signing him. Then we have these guys here. So we got number 1 player. Pretty sure we're gonna get him. So that would be 2 of 4 scholarships. And we got the number 12 guy here. Sure, we're going to get him. That'll be 3 of 4. Then we got this guy here. I think I might can finesse my way in to get him, so I'm going to recruit him. But in the event we don't, I will keep this guy as a backup. 6'4" point guard. It looks decent. So he'll just be a good backup guy. But this is what our senior class did in the ABL, the guys that we're going to recruit. Let's see what they shot. Oh, wow, he shot 53%, 40 from, wow, that's good. That is good. But that's what we are recruiting for Duke. We'll take a look at what we're recruiting for Carolina. So they have 3 scholarships. I think I can finesse my way into this guy by changing positions because I got that small forward that's that's a freshman, 82 overall starting. So I think if I change his position, I might could finesse my way into this. We'll see. Maybe Villanova or Syracuse won't recruit him. If they don't recruit him, I know I can win him. So we'll see how that goes. Now this center, I'm going to have to change some guys around, but I think I can get him because we got a lot of centers on the roster. So I think I can get him, but I'll just have to change the center around. Then I want to get this power forward again. I think I'm going to have to change some guys around because we got other guys at his position. I think I can get him. I want to get him. I don't want him to go to NC State. Then who's the last guy that we have here? This guy right here. He's a backup. He's just a backup. Nothing more. Now let's go and let's look at some guys in the ABL who put up some numbers that indicate they might be good backups. So we're going to sort by seniors. Now let's do points first. Let's do points. So let's see who, first of all, is obtainable. He might be obtainable. I don't think so, though. All right, he'd be obtainable. He averaged 18. I don't think I did any games with him. He may be. All right. I'll write him down. Well, let's see what he shot first. Yeah, he shot 42 from 3. So write him down. Who else is up here that may be gettable? Yeah, I don't think I like him as much. Don't think I like him. Oh, well, I've scouted this guy. What's his? Yeah, I'm good. I think we're good on. All right, let's see. Nah, I don't like it. All right, let's look at rebound and see what we got. Who is gettable? Okay. So he averaged, 14 rebounds, 45 from the field. Yeah. I can dig it. Earl Jeffers. Oh, okay. What did this guy do? Let's see. Did he shoot well? He did. 17 and 12. I don't really like that, though. I think he just didn't play on a good team. Okay. We got some guys here who's gettable. None of them. None of them on the assist front. That's cool though. Let's see steals. I think I'm good on these guys. Let's look at blocks. Okay, I like this. I do like this. Do like this. Nice back up there. Could be one for Duke if they don't sign their big. I like this as well. Alright, I think I'm going to call it a day here. But we got a couple of guys here to serve as backups. Alright. Without further ado, let's get the season started. See what we got here. So Carolina starts as number 2 and Duke starts as number 1. So oh wow, ACC looks good. Where's Maryland at? Hey, they had a tough year last year. That coach is probably going to get fired, man. Attendance is at 48%. When your AD looks up and sees empty stands, you're going to get fired. He's starting a 61 and a 67 overall. He's probably out of there, man. He is probably out of there. Duke and Carolina in a league of their own. See, so chemistry is okay. We got some game experience, a coach on the floor, a guy in Nguesu who's going to be vying for ACC Player of the Year, maybe even National Player of the Year. So we'll see how that goes. Just that small forward position is really throwing us off. And everybody coming in to spell that guy is going to be like have no game experience either. So it's going to be a learning curve for the Tar Heels. It's going to be a learning curve. Yep, real learning curve. Now Duke, kind of similar. Step has the most game experience, but he's the one we're calling on least. Like, he's literally the last guy in terms of producing for the team. We'll have to see how this goes. So both of these teams, they're starting out at 1 and 2, but they're really going to have to grow throughout the season to reach their potential. Alright, so let's get this recruiting started. Carolina, just recruit those guys. Do I want to go after that guy with Duke? I think I can get him. Alright. I think we're going to get our targets for Duke. If anything, we'll miss out on that shooting guard. But outside of that, I think we're going to get our targets for Duke. Carolina, I'm very confident in. So Duke will get the season rolling against Belmont here before they enter back-to-back tournaments. Belmont, not that good. Not that good at all. Yeah, y'all not taking that guy. Hope y'all don't take that guy. You're definitely not taking this guy. And, hey man, look, here's a thing about Georgetown in these sims. If there's a big you like and he's on the East Coast, Georgetown's going to take him. So you got to be aggressive, fast. F-A-S-T, fast. You cannot give them any breathing room because Georgetown will take your guy. They will say, you thought, Puck, he's mine. Exactly what they'll do. Some real Devos on this game when it comes to that. Carolina, no tournament, but they start off against Chattanooga and Northwestern State. Neither one of those teams particularly good, but then at Tennessee, who's number 16, then home against Ohio State, who's All right. Dang, we're not getting that guy. Not getting him, I don't think. I don't think. I don't think we're getting him either. Crap. Crap. I don't think we're getting him, man. I don't think we're getting him. Dang, I don't think we're getting them. That sucks. I'm going to recruit them. I'm going to recruit them both, though. This guy's pretty much guaranteed, so I think I need to go with at least one backup from that list I had. I think I need to go with at least one. And I'm going to go with the guard, I think. I think I'm going to go with the guard. So let's go with Rush. He was a shooting guard. 4 stars. Right here. Dang, UConn's probably going to sign that guy, though. How many points we got? We can do one more. Then let's go for the power forward. Jeffers? Yeah. They may sign him. Oh yeah, we gotta have some backups for Carolina because it's not looking good. I was pretty confident about those guys, but now not so much. Not so much anymore. Okay, we might get him. Dang, NC State's getting that guy. I think they're getting that guy. I think they're getting him. That sucks. I really liked him as a player. Alright, who are those other 2 guys? Right here. We may have to pivot because I don't think Carolina's going to get all those guys, man. Dang, did I do recruiting for Duke last week? I don't think I did. Oh, crap. I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I did. That's crazy. That's why you have a target list, though, because I think it builds me out. That's why you put your guys in your target list. Yeah, I think they did bail me out. Oh yeah, Duke played the game. See what they did. Alright. Pretty thorough domination. Sanders, if you're going to be our guy, you're going to have to play better than that. Like, 2 of 11, that's unacceptable. He did get to the free throw line, though. See what Duke does in this game here. Well, this first part of this tournament. Alright. So, wow. Okay, not good. Now, again, Sanders, you're going to have to play better than that, man. You know what? Let's turn him down, man. Because it's looking like he's the reason. Because he's not shooting well. He's not shooting well. Let's turn some of this down. Turn some of this down. I do like him getting to the free throw line. I'll keep this up. He is not playing well. We might have to turn step up. See what steps? Well, yeah. He should be. All right. That's what they're going to have to do going forward. I think Carolina played a game. They dominated. And Getsu 29-14, starting off his Player of the Year campaign in style, doing it how he's supposed to do it. So Duke's going to lose that number 1 ranking. It's not the week that rankings change yet, though. For some reason, that's how they do it in this game. I don't think I'm signing any of these guys, which is sad. Alright, we can let him go because they're not. Ah, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. It looks like it's going to be a rough recruiting year for Carolina. Alright, how's it looking for Duke? So, oh, I haven't offered this guy? That's right. Because I didn't do that. Alright. Alright, alright. Yeah, Georgetown's lobbying hard for that guy. Alright. See what happens. Recruiting doesn't look the best right now. Might be the tough. Alright, Duke played a lot better there. It's looking like a lot better in both of those games. Looking like the toughest season we've had yet with recruiting outside of year one. So Duke maintained their #1 ranking. It's interesting. It's interesting. So Saunders playing better. He's definitely playing better. Step is as well. I think it's good we decided to rely on him. I think he's going to be the guy for us. That's what it looks like anyway. Alright, so I'm going to have to move some guys around for Duke. But I think they're going to get their guys to commit. Who's in our tournament bracket? Okay, so decent teams. Get a little test. Carolina destroyed Chattanooga and gets with another great performance. Another one. Yeah, things aren't looking good for Carolina. Recruiting here, not good at all. Not good at all. Hoping it works out though. Alright, then we got that other guy. Had to give up on him. Alright, so Carolina's got a big game against Tennessee here, and Duke's going to be in the second part of their tournament. So Carolina goes into Tennessee and walks out with a win. Crazy that they bumped them down to 2, but Duke was still sitting at #1. Duke ate another loss. That's crazy. Like I said, it's going to be growing pains. I guess who? Leading scorer for the Tar Heels yet again. We'll just have to see if we can end up taking over that last spot for those guys. I mean, we're just going to change some positions and hope it works out. I don't think it will. Duke, we're going to have to change positions as well, but I think Duke is going to get their guys. I do think Duke is going to get their guys. Duke looks pretty solid. So we're going to simulate up to this game. Duke gets their first, what should be their first real test, but they've already lost 2 games. Wow, they let that guy go off. Sanongo had 26 and 5. I think not having a point guard is hurting. Brazel with 30. 7 and 9 from 3. Alright, so that's a good opponent. That's a good opponent. See what happens against Mississippi State for Duke. Also see what Carolina can do against Ohio State. If Carolina wins this week, they might should be #1 overall. Not a good year for Duke. I might have to change how I'm doing some of this stuff. Tell you what. Instead of the 4 out, I might just go motion. Might go motion. Yeah, let's go motion. Yeah, bad game for the Dukies there. Bad game. Carolina, they're back at #2. They should be #1. Guess who leads scorer again? So let's see who we need to change up to get these commits. Small forward, center, power forward. So all those positions need to be changed. Just change everybody to point guards. Point guard. You know what? If he's a senior, I don't need to change him. That's right. If he's a senior, I don't need to change him. And he is a senior. Changing seniors isn't going to impact anything. Alright, so you'll need to change. Who else will need to change? You'll need to change. Not your first name, though. You'll need to change. I think you'll need to change, and that'll be all. Yeah, I think that'll be all. Last one there. All right, let's see if that impacted recruiting any. Nah, we're not going to get him. All right, but we'll get him. That's good. We're probably not going to get him. That's bad. So we're going to get a grand total of 1 guy here. If we're going to get 1 guy, it's probably best we go ahead and change course now. So definitely take the scholarship off of him. Definitely. And who's one of the guys? This was one of the guys we were recruiting. Go ahead and give him scholarship. Add him to the target list, and we'll get a campus tour. So I think we can jump him up to 1. Then that guy, yeah, we're not getting him. I mean, I think I'll just play it out and see what happens with the. Well, we're not landing him, but I'm gonna play it out and see what happens. If not, we'll just offer him and get him to next week. It's a tough recruiting year for Carolina there. What about Duke? All right, so the shooting guard here. We're gonna have to move some shooting guards. Gonna have to move some shooting guards, and I'd say, what do we want to move to? Power forward? Then we have to move to power forward. Yeah. See. Honestly, I think we just need to move everybody just to be sure, because these are some tight races. Let's just move everybody to power forward for Duke. Everybody who's an underclassman, you're getting moved to power forward. check and see. Check and see. So we're pretty solid on everybody, to be honest. I want to move a center, maybe, and a point guard, and I'll call it a day. Then a center. Well, we have any underclassmen center, so that's not going to matter. All right. So we'll see what the recruiting does. I think Duke's going to get all their guys. That's what I think. Duke's also going to drop to 12. Rightfully so. Duke signed everybody but the center. It's going to be important we sign him this upcoming week. I don't think Georgetown will jump us. We do want to go ahead and add some freshmen, though. I had 2 guys I was looking at. He was one. And here was the other one. I think I'll leave the last spot open. Let's actually give it to him. Let's give it to a point. All right, Carolina, let's see what you did. Well, we signed one, which is good. It's terrible. Hopefully we can get this guy. We are going to do a campus visit. I think we'll land him, kind of regardless. Let's though, go ahead and make these roster changes. Change everybody back. You're supposed to be a power forward. I think you're supposed to be you're where you're supposed to be. I think you're supposed to be like a center. Yeah. I think Mascoli is supposed to be a small forward. I think that's everybody. Let's go through and make sure nobody's got the wrong position real quick. Do a quick check. Well, hold on. Something happened here. Nicholson improved. I think I can make this North Carolina team better here. I kind of don't want to mess with it. But Nicholson improved, which makes me want to do something. Makes me want to move him to the 3. So move Clinton to the 3. Move Burton to the 2. Let's see how these rotations will shake out if I do that. Yep, alright, so it's a new lineup. Now we don't have no... Alright, so your minutes are going to have to go down. Yours are going to have to go up. That's just how it's going to have to be. Honestly, I think we could turn this up to 10. Take your minutes down. Give McCauley some minutes. Oh yeah, I think that's how we're gonna do it. Yeah, I like it like this. Actually, it's Burton stamina. Alright, yeah, let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. Like that for Carolina. Now we can up the tempo some. Not too much, but some. Alright, I like where we're sitting for Carolina. See where we're sitting for Duke. Oh yeah. Got to do the roster. That's right. And I changed a lot of guys for Duke. But they got one scholarship open, and it's a center. So as long as nobody's a center, we're good. And I don't think we had any centers, so I think we're good. Do need to change these guys back though. We'll change you back to the 3. Actually, let's keep you at the 2 because I think that's what you're gonna be long term. Keep you there. Keep you there. Keep you there. Yeah, I think you can stay there too, buddy. You're supposed to be a 3. Man, so much you got to do to make sure you land the recruits. You really got to put in the effort because if you don't, you just won't get them. Just how the game works. That's just the way it is. You're supposed to be a point. Supposed to be a 2. No, yeah, 2. Trying to think, is there anybody else? Shepard's supposed to be a 2. And that's it. Alright, let's just go make sure they didn't destroy our rotations. Also, has anybody improved considerably? No, they have not. Oh, they have not. So lineup won't change any. Just make sure our rotations aren't destroyed from all those position changes. They kind of are. Sinville should be getting more minutes than that. I tell you what. I think I want to change Duke's whole swag. Let's go back to this. Run motion like we've been doing. Let's drop it to 8. Full court press, occasional. No, desperation. We'll press out of desperation. Let's set our rotation. We'll auto-generate it. So we got guard wing big, just how I like it. Let's see who can play a lot of minutes. He can. He can play a lot of minutes. I think everybody else is good there. Got one more minute there. Alright, I like that. I like that. Let's see if this works any better for Duke. We got anybody we're recruiting here? Yeah, this guy. We've already recruited them. Let's make sure Carolina's recruited before we advance. They are. Let's see what happens the day before the signing period ends. Need to make sure Duke and Carolina are where they're supposed to be. Both play one game this week on the same day, on Saturday. Carolina dominates in their game. New lineup change looks effective. Duke dominates in theirs as well. Their change looks to be effective as well. Duke does not get their guy to sign, so hopefully we get this guy. Let's go to targets. Make sure we got all 15 spots allocated. We do. All right, let's go to Carolina. Anybody sign? No! That sucks. That really, really sucks. Oh, wait a minute. We haven't done the signing period yet. That's right. All right. So, Seton Hall. We need to change our shooting guards. Anybody who's a shooting guard does not need to be a shooting guard. And I think it's just King here. We'll switch him to point. Change him back afterwards. Hopefully Duke will get their guy to sign.
I was like, man, I know somebody had to sign, so that's what it was. I hadn't gone forward with the week yet. Carolina did get rushed to sign, and they got both of their guys to sign. That's a good deal. Good deal. All right, let's see. Let's check out. Let's do their target list. So 6-2. I think they're good, honestly. Um, yeah, I think they're good. Anybody we want to add? Let's add this. No, let's not. Let's not. Let's not. Let's add this guy. Add a wing. Um, Freshmen. They will need a lot of freshmen. So let's spend the rest of this on freshmen. Actually, we might need to. We might need to go in there and let's go back to that sophomore. Actually, I don't think we need. Well, dang, I'm gonna keep him. We got. I think we've done all our spots we can do, so we're gonna call it a day. Yeah, we're gonna call it a day. Kind of want to get him up here. Kind of want to get him up here. Let's keep it how we got it. Now they do got a guy they need to turn back here, so King will turn him back to a shooting guard. And have him do a lot of work before for this recruiting cycle here. Oh, we get a 1 versus 2 at Texas. Okay. All right, let's see if Duke got their guy, and they did. Let's go to free up 2 target spots. Let's make sure we might can add 1 sophomore. Who do I want to add? Kind of want to add a big. Oh, wait a minute. The small forward or the shooting guard? Who shot better? It looks like he shot better. Let's get your tape. Yeah, I'm going to go with the guard. I think we're just going to leave that last spot open. Yeah, so Duke got their guy. Let's see what Carolina does in this game. Let's see. This will be a 1 versus 2 matchup. Carolina on the road. They lose by 3 points. Looks like, for all intents and purposes, a great game here. How do we lose this game? Off of turnovers. Lost it off of turnovers. Did out rebound them. Lost it off turnover. They shot 43 free throws. That's some home cooking. Wow, if they could have made the free throws, the games wouldn't have been that close. Oh, and it went to OT. That's crazy. That game lived up to the billing. Okay. So Carolina, before ACC play begins, they'll get South Florida any good? Nope. They'll get Marquette, who's decent. And Duke will get, looks like Kansas State, who's decent, as well as Xavier. So let's simulate forward to the start of ACC play and see what happens here. Duke's going to start this stretch here against Boston University. Absolutely blank on. We got an injury for Carolina, so we'll be stopping early. Duke blanked these guys here, 38-96. Allowed 13 points in the second half. That's pretty insane. Let's see, who got hurt for Carolina? Who got hurt? I didn't see the name. It's King, who's our first guy off the bench. That's not going to be optimal. That is not optimal. So Neighbors is going to have to take up that slack, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all. I think we can actually change this to 9. Change this to 9. Take away all the Warden's minutes. I think we're straight here. I think we're straight. One, so it's 7, 14. So he'll be back before the UMass game. We'll simulate up to the UMass game, see where our teams stand. Carolina able to blank Bingham, as well as South Florida. Wow, they dropped all the way to 5. That's not cool. But they're performing. They are performing. They're 10-1 right now. A 1-point win against Virginia Tech. Was that on the road or was that at home? It was on the road. That is a tough place to play in real life. Like, it really is. See if he's back from injury. He is. So let's auto-generate. Warden, I'm sorry, man, but you can't get minutes like that, dog. Or you can get this many minutes. Let's move it back up to 10. Neighbors, get some minutes. I think that's how we're going to do it. Then we can simulate. Let's see what Duke has done. Well, yeah. Let's go through. Ooh, and guess who? 35-9 game. Okay. Okay, he went off. Burton with 27 there. Switch Duke. So Duke has been on the streak here. They haven't lost in a little while here. They've been playing really good as a unit. Oh, it says I'm dropping frames. So OBS says I'm dropping frames. Hopefully the signal stays strong. Now we can go ahead and simulate forward. Duke's going to have a matchup against Xavier. Hopefully they don't lose before that matchup with Duke. Alright, so Duke was able to get a ranked win here. They're number 7. They got an almost 20-point win step there. He stepped up, 22-8. Alright, so Duke's looking like we may have solved some stuff going into conference play here. Carolina, they were able to win that game against UMass. It was close, but they did it. Let's see what our player... Oh, well, we got 1 or 2 Duke Carolina. We only got 1. So let's just actually, before we even check the stats for ACC play, let's just simulate up to this game. Let's simulate up to the Duke Carolina game. See, Carolina's got Wake. They should win that. They're not very good in the sim. Duke's got Boston College, who can be good. They're just okay. So both teams should be unscathed this weekend going into that game. Carolina is. They blank Wake Forest. We'll have to wait to check up on Duke, see what Duke does. And guess who had a really good performance there? Clinton played well, 19-6-7. Good game for the lad. He's a proper lad. 6 assists out of Nicholson, and that's really what we need out of him. He's improving fast. He's an 87 now. I think he started the season at like an 84. That's what happens, like, because for this Carolina team, we prioritize potential for the coaching staff, and they are just improving guys fast. Like, guys are improving fast. They are improving fast, man. Trying to think about who'll be back next year for Carolina. So, I don't think he'll be back, but I do think Clinton will be back. Nicholson will be back. And we'll have King back as well. Cole will be on the bench. Then we'll have Warden here. And then our center will get that start then. Wait a minute, where is he at? I don't think I changed him back. Oh, that's garbage, Josh. Didn't change him back. I missed one. That'd been bad if we went through the rest of the sim and I just forgot that we had like this 7-foot point guard. Like, why hasn't he been playing 7-foot point guard? Oh, that's why. But yeah, he might start next year now. He might. He's improving as well. Mascol hasn't really improved any. But yeah, they are improving fast. Improving fast. See how they're doing on the year. And guess who? Averaging 21-6. 2 steals, 2 blocks. Probably ACC Player of the Year so far. What's his shooting percentage on that? He's doing that off 46 from the field. 33. Burton's averaging 13-3. 13-3-3. 2 steals. Clinton, 13-4-4. 2 steals. Okay. Cambridge is playing all right here. Where's Nicholson? I think his averages are down from where he wasn't playing to start the season. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Let's check out Duke. They lost that game to Boston College by 1 point at home. So they fell into the trap. Who's been carrying it for Duke? Sonago has been doing that, averaging 15-4. He probably won't be. This Duke team's going to have a lot of guys that aren't going to be here. Like, they're going to have a lot of guys that aren't going to be here. A lot. What's the Duke lineup going to look like? So, he's not going to be here. Saunders probably won't be here. So, the lineup's going to look like Brazel, Rasmussen, Sinvul. So those will be. Oh, Sinvul might not be here. He might not. I'm gonna say he's gonna be here though. I think those will be our 1, 2, and 3. Agger will move to the 5. So we'll have a hole at the 4. We will have a hole at the 4. If Sinvul comes back, I'm moving him to the 4. And we're just gonna 7-second offense. Like, you just shoot as many threes as possible. Yes, what it's looking like for Duke right now. I wonder what these guys are shooting. We don't have anybody. Oh, we got a guy right here shooting 48 from 3. That's Brazel. He's going to be the guy next year for Duke. He's going to be the guy, I think. I think it's going to be him. Hopefully Saunders comes back so we don't have that hole at the 4. I do think Buddy is going to be the leader for ACC Player of the Year. Nah, he's not. The shoot guard's going to get it as of right now. If he keeps it up, pause, he's going to get it. Virginia got an All-American? That's crazy. Wonder what their record looks like. I wonder what their roster looks like. Not good. Why did he go there? That's crazy. Like, they don't sign good players. Why did he go there? That's interesting. So let's see what happens with this Duke-Carolina game here. And Duke's able to pick up the win against number 2 North Carolina. And Getsu did not play his best game, 5-12. While Tanango showed why he should be the top pick in the draft, going 15-12. Now we're going to simulate to the first week of February. So this way we can see what our RPI is going to look like as Duke destroys Wake Forest to round out a solid week. They don't go up in the rankings after beating Carolina, but it's whatever. Let's see, I wonder, we lost that game. I wonder if that guard went off for Virginia. Because he's really their only good player. We do beat Clemson, however. Now we're going to get Maryland. This is not a good Maryland team. It shows us we blanked them. We just destroyed them from how we've got Duke and Carolina. And we're just recruiting at a high level. And we just suffocated them and choked them out of the recruiting footprint. Like, they don't have anything, man. They got this guy right here. They got this guy. That's all they got. Like, look at their recruits outside of this. 86, 97, 142. Normally, Maryland's getting pretty good recruits, but we just choked them out of it. Brazil went crazy there, 26. I wonder if that guard played really good against us. It doesn't look like he did. He didn't do too much damage. It was just on us. Florida State beat them. So we're playing all right. Carolina picks up 2 more losses back to back against Virginia and NC State. And Virginia is number 1 in the ACC, undefeated. It's not a particularly great roster, but they're doing it. They are doing it. They're doing it. Gets to 29-7 in that game. Played awesome. 19-6 there, and they lost to NC State. Whoa, that is insane. Almost a... Whoa. So that's 40... That's a 70-point win. That's a 70-point win. Cambridge had 15, 14, and 8. These are some insane stat lines. Burton had 16, 6, 5, and 5. Clinton 28, 6, and 4. And Getsu 27, 8, and 4, and a block, all in one game. Those are 4 ridiculous stat lines to have in one game for one team. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. And Maryland was that bad, like kind of toward the end of their run in the ACC. So it looks like they're getting ready to jump ship to the Big Ten. All right, let's go check on the RPI here. Well, first let's see if Getsu's still there. He is. Let's see if Virginia, let's see if their guy took a dip in points per game. Not really. I think he might have went up. So Getsu probably won't get ACC Player of the Year again. He probably won't. Let's take a look at the RPI, though. See where Duke and Carolina rank there. Duke, number 11 offense, number 9 defense. Okay. Shoot a lot from 3. Where's the RPI at, man? Here we go. 14 RPI. 6 and 3 against the top 50. Got a loss from 51 to 100 and a loss from 101 to 200. 8 and 4 in road and neutral games. Let's look at Carolina. 4 and 4 against the top 50. Not good, but no bad losses. 5 and 2 in road neutral. 19 in RPI. Alright, so we're going to simulate through the rest of the season. We'll check on the rosters and see if there's any changes we need to make in the ACC tournament in order for our guys to be successful in the NCAA tournament. Carolina gets this stretch of play here. Started with a good win against Florida State. Another win against Georgia Tech here. Then they beat Clemson. So Carolina getting back to their winning ways here. They're back up to number 6 now. Another win against Wake Forest. Right. A win against Miami. Close win. See if they beat Maryland by as much. Not as much. But they do blank them. See where we're at in the ACC title race, because North Carolina may be back up there, and they are. Duke is up there too. See what Duke does in their next game. They play Maryland, so they're going to win it. Like, this is not a good team. They are not a good team at all. Yeah, and they win it. So let's see where we're at in this ACC title race. This last week here. Then we got 3 teams at 11 and 3. We do. So Duke has lost to Virginia, and Carolina lost to Virginia. Those are the only games either team will play against Virginia. So if all teams win out, Virginia is the ACC regular season champ. Excuse me. Oh my, I'm sorry. If all 3 teams went out, Virginia is the ACC regular season champion. So what we're going to do is simulate through the first game of the week for all teams. Carolina wins theirs. Well, let's go back, because we haven't even looked at all of these. haven't even looked. I'm just terrible. It's a close win here, which we almost gave it up at home. Destroyed Wake. Destroyed Maryland again and gets them 34-10. Oh my goodness. And then they win their first game of the week here against NC State. Team effort. Duke wins their game against Boston College. Oh wow, absolutely destroyed Virginia Tech. Absolutely. Good win against Maryland. Oh wow, they play West Virginia. They beat Carolina out for a recruit. That Earl Jeffers guy, really wanted him. Let's see. Good game there by our guys. Dang, we took a loss to Georgia Tech there. Step had 27. Oh my goodness. Also Georgia Tech here. Who is this guy? He went crazy. White guy with dreads. It's nasty. Oh wow, 37-13. See, this is the player I thought he could be the whole season. He just won't that guy. He just maybe he might be that guy now. Maybe I need to give him a second chance. Pause. So let's see. Did Virginia win their game? They did. So right now, Virginia. Let's see. Who does Virginia play? If they got Maryland, it's a wrap. So that was pretty much their last chance to lose against Georgia Tech, and they won in overtime. They got Wake Forest here. They could lose this game. They could, but I don't think they will. So the ACC title is pretty much wrapped up. The ACC regular season title. I think Virginia's going to take it. I think they're going to take it. Oh, let's see. So, Carolina finishes number 3 in the polls. Let's win here. Burton went off. Duke finishes with a win against NC State. Blew them boys out the water. And did Virginia win? Virginia won. So Virginia's the regular season champion. I don't think they're going to give it to them. No, they gave it to Carolina, but Virginia is a regular season champion. So neither Duke nor Carolina will get that title this year. I don't think I really want to make any changes for Carolina. I think for Duke, I do want to make Saunders a little bit more impactful on the offensive end. Just a little bit more. So I think he might have figured it out. Oh, he'll be back next year. Okay. So we don't have that hole at the 4th spot now. He'll be back next year, though. Okay, that's interesting. So let's see what happens with Duke and Carolina here. Let's see if we get a matchup in the conference tournament. And Carolina lost in the first round, so that was impossible. Duke did not make the final either. Carolina lost to Clemson. Clemson could be playing their way into the tournament here if they win this game. Duke did win their first round game against Boston College. They lost the second round. See, Saunders, he just showed, man, I feel like I need to take him back down, but I'm not going to do it. I am going to put Sanango up, though. Like, he's going to need to do more if Duke is going to win. He's going to need to do more. Actually, I am going to take Saunders down. Let's put Sanango up. Because he's going to have to be that guy if Duke is going to win. He's going to have to take over these next couple games. And Saunders is going to have to take a back seat. So Duke and Carolina, neither one get us a dub here for either ACC conference title, either the regular season or the conference tournament. I think everything else is going to stay the same for Duke Carolina. Carolina's going to have to win the championship to get to 30 wins. Duke is only going to have to make it to the Elite 8 to get to 30 wins. Duke is going to be a 2 seed as well as Carolina. It's Virginia a 2. So we got 3 2 seeds in the ACC, a 4 seed and 2 9s. Since Clemson's a 9, I'm guessing they technically didn't need to win the ACC to get in there, but they did, which probably helped that seeding. Did anybody get snubbed in our conference? I don't think NC State got snubbed. No, I don't think so. I think everybody who was supposed to get in got in. That's 6 teams. Okay. So let's see. Duke. See how their bracket shakes out. Oh, wow. USC in our bracket's crazy. That's going to be tough. Like on that side. That's going to be a tough matchup for the 3. Cal is our 1. Let's see, where's Carolina? Oh, South Carolina got a 2 seed. Oh, wow. So North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia got the 2 seeds. 2 North Carolina schools and then a Virginia school and a South Carolina school. So North Carolina, their side of this bracket looks very winnable. They beat Marquette earlier when they weren't at full strength. Oregon there, that's going to be tough. Oregon, it really doesn't matter who they're playing there in the Sweet 16. That would be tough. Then, who's their 1? Villanova, and Villanova's a little wonky for 1, but we'll see how it goes. Make sure our rotations are where they need to be. Let's take you down, man. Let's take you down. Let's take you up. I think they're where they need to be. Do I want to chop this down even further to 7? I don't think I do. I do want to limit you guys, though. You guys should only be getting like 10 minutes off the bench. Grazzle's going to need to play a lot. Yeah, let's do it like that. Yeah, let's do it like that. Just make sure Carolina's rotation is set. I think I need to drop this down to 9. I do think I want to make that change. So let's drop it down to 9. Oh wow, he's going to be a lottery pick. He might not be there next year. So let's drop this down to 9. We don't need a bunch of bigs playing. So between you two, who's the more diverse player? Warden. And Warden's going to be here next year too. Let's see. Drop you to 30. You don't got a whole lot of stamina, kid. You do have a lot of stamina. You need to pretty much play the whole game. I guess so. Just get ready. You too, Clinton. Pretty much need to play the whole game. Burton, you'll need to play the whole game too, just about. Alright, I think this is it. I think this is it. It is. Alright, this is what we're going with into this tournament. Let's see what Duke and Carolina can do. Who plays first? Duke or Carolina? Duke or Carolina. And Duke does. So stay on Carolina here. Simulate pass. Carolina's round of 2 game and they win. So they blank them in round 1. And Getsu 23-9. 24-7 from Burton. Then in round 2, Wheeler's here had 33 points. Might need to play a little bit better defense, guys. Oh, and guess who almost had a triple-double in the tournament? 10 assists out of the big man. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's got a 92 consistency. One of the best players I've had, like in terms of consistency. One of the best players I've had in like any sim. Like as far as guys I've recruited. Because recruits, they normally don't have consistency that high. Alright, but they're going to... Oh, they were down in the first half. They fought back. So now they're going to advance to the next round where they'll play the Arizona, Oregon. Probably Oregon, and it is. They'll play that game in Indianapolis. Duke advanced to the Sweet 16. So Duke in round 1 destroyed. Wow, he did. Sonago did not do what I needed him to do. He just did not. What's his foul? 60. It's not that high, so I mean, I don't get why he did that. Almost lost to Michigan here. We're down like Carolina, down in the first half. Come back, storm back the window, drop 52 in the second half. Saunders played a great game. Played a really great game. And that USC matchup is going to be tough. I hope they lose here because that's going to be a tough matchup. They win. So Duke and Carolina both have some matchups here. They both have some matchups. Let's go ahead and simulate the Elite Eight and see who gets what. See if Duke or Carolina can advance. And Duke's going to advance to the Final Four. Okay, so 3-point win here against USC. Sonago just not doing what I thought he would, but we got other guys carrying it for us. So that's okay. Then they take out 1 seed Cal here, so back to back. Hey, this is cheese. This is cheese because they're in the East Regional. USC and Cal had to play in the East Regional. So I believe the DCU Center, I believe that's in Washington. Let me check that out real quick. I said Worcester. That's even crazier. They had to go coast to coast. That's even crazier. They had to go coast to coast. So that's some kind of cheese for Duke. But they got it. And Duke's in the Final Four. Villanova was Carolina's 1 seed, so I know Carolina hasn't made it. They didn't advance past the Sweet 16. And guess who finishes with 21-10 in this last game? They were up by 10 going into the second half, but Oregon just too much at the end of the day. Wow, Carolina shot 46 free throws. That's crazy. They turned the ball over too much. And Oregon forced some steals. So, all right, so Duke, they're in Indianapolis. So this is... all right, so 2-1 seeds over there, Texas and Villanova. Texas did get that win against UNC. Duke has Pittsburgh. And if they beat Pittsburgh, they'll get to play in the national championship game against Texas or Villanova. And Duke wins by 2 points, so they get Villanova. So now I'll go 22-7, finally playing like we need them to. Brazel had a really good game, so if we do win, it'll be between those two for Final Four MOP. And we should win this game. We should win this game. It's crazy Duke is flirting with a national championship here because they had a really rough start to the season, but they grew into what they needed to be, and they get the win. So we got another Duke national championship here. So, guys, let's go to the leaderboard and edit what we can edit. And fill in what we can fill in. So neither team won either ACC title. Duke got another 30-win season, another NCAA tournament bid, another Sweet 16, another Elite Eight, another Final Four. Do they have another? Yeah, another Final Four and another national championship. Carolina did not get another 30-win season. They did get another NCAA tournament bid. And they did make another Sweet 16. So that's going to tip the scales heavily in Duke's favor here. Duke is now up 87-74. All right, so we'll go ahead and recap the rest of the season here. We'll call it a day on the stream. Go ahead and hit save here in case we glitch out. All right, so Duke, Saunders is coming back. We did lose Sanago, but Saunders is coming back, so we're not going to have that hole at the 4. Wow, Duke is... This whole time I've been at Duke, they've been dominant. We've not made the Final Four twice in 7 years. It's a really dominant run here. Super dominant run. Carolina's losing some guys. We lose a big here, which is fine because we got a lot of bigs. Just glad Clinton decided to stay. So that'll be good. The Carolina roster is going to look nice next year. I think both rosters will. Oh, yeah, the guy got fired from Maryland. He got fired. They said, buddy, you got to get up out of here. They fired him, hired a new guy. I don't think they'll look any better next year, to be honest. I'm just being honest. All right, so this is Duke. We want charisma, and there's no more Riz than what we have. Carolina, we want teaching. Oh, I kind of want to get this guy here. But the guy he replaced, I think I'm good on that. Yeah, I think I'm good on that. Yeah, I think we're going to leave it how it is. All right, so let's skip forward, see how our guys did in the All-American game. East rocked out. So Duke has a guy here, 6'6" shooting guard, who went 5 for 5. Oh, wow, he played really good. Carolina has a guy here, went 13 and 6, 3 of 6 from the field. Duke has another guy here, 5 of 7 from the field, 15 and 4. Whole lot of talent on the East. Whole lot. Clemson getting some guys. Oh, Clemson recruiting the way that they're recruiting too. That's also choking out Maryland. Because they're not supposed to be that good. Duke gets another guy here. He didn't play, so he might not be that good. Southern Miss with an All-American. Okay. I don't think we have any more recruiting to do. No scholarships opened up. I don't think we got it now. All right, so save it again. Let's look at these awards. Well, let's see what our guys finished at first. So in Gatsu, he did really good. Shame he won't get ACC Player of the Year because that guy from Virginia, I'm pretty sure he got it. Yeah, he might not have. He might not have. We'll see. We will see. He might not have got it. Clinton coming back, that's going to be big for the team. Start him at the 3. King will start at the 2. Nicholson at the 1. We'll have more guard depth. Front court depth may be an issue. Then we can go to Duke here. And the balanced team effort had 5 guys averaging 12. All right, let's get to these awards. Oh, wow, that guy was good for Texas. He was good, and he'll be back next year. It's the mid-major player of the year. He was good. Averaged 29 and 10. 3 blocks. Why didn't they get him the player of the year? All right, so Ngetsu does get defensive player of the year. He does get defensive player of the year. Oh, he got conference player of the year. He was also a second-team All-American. Okay. He might have been the player of the year. No, he wouldn't. This guy from Marshall would have got it. He'd been close, though. But UNC does get a second-team All-American, so this is a guy. I think he won a championship, went to a couple Final Fours. He would be eligible, maybe, for our 2K Hall of Fame. Let me go back and see how many championships he won. We'll go back and do that in a second. We'll go back and do that in a second. We'll see if he's a candidate for Hall of Fame. Let's go to the ACC here. Of course, we're the conference champions and coach of the year at Duke. And guess that's a name, boy. That's an Eastern European first name and an African last name. That's crazy. So I guess we got first team all ACC. Duke had Sanago and Step get second team all ACC. UNC with 3 guys on the all freshman team. Yeah, Smalls is going to start next year. He's definitely going to start. Might be his last year. All right, so let's go to the Hall of Fame players. So let's see if we can get Sanago, not Sanago. See if we can get Ngetsu a spot here. Because I think we can. Dang it, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I'm not going to change the color or anything. So we got to see if he's eligible first. So his freshman year, he redshirted. I know all 4 years they went to the NCAA tournament. I know that for sure. I'm not showing you guys. All right, here we go. So he went to the NCAA tournament for 4 years for sure. Hold on, let me pull this up on my other screen. All right, here we go. All right, so let me look and see what our tournament finishes were the last 4 years. So he's got 1 national championship. Let's see, where's that at? Right here. He's got 2 Elite Eights. That means he's got 2 Sweet 16. And he made Sweet 16 this year. It's a pretty good career there in that regard. Not sure if he won that Final Four MOP last year. I may have to go back and look at the old box scores to see if he did that. Might have to do that. Conference tournament champions. Let's take a look at that. Also take a look at conference regular season championships. So he was a part of 2 regular season conference championships and 2 conference tournament championships. That's where he was active at. He did get a National Defensive Player of the Year award. So these are going back to the individual awards now. Let's see what else he got. He got a second team All-American, a conference player of the year, 2 first team all-conference selections. Yeah, he did that. He got that. He got 2. All right, so let's see where he's at. Let's see where he's at. What's his score? His score, he's sitting at a 53. He's sitting at a 53. So is a 53 good for... Oh, I don't think you guys can see it. Don't think you guys can see that 53. Hold on. Why is it? Huh, that's interesting. It cuts off for you guys right here. But he's sitting at a 53. Which, is that a good enough score? It is. It is. I think, so 50 is my threshold for power conference. So he definitely does have a good enough score. So yeah, definitely has a good enough score. So I'll make him a card, and we'll start off the next series with that. With that being said, peace. See you guys.